Time on the track.
I gotta let them know what's happening with me.
You ready, MEANA?
Yes, sir.
Good, y'all?
Believe that.
Let's get it. You already know what this is, man. I'm talking about NORAPCAP podcast, man. Just real, raw shit. Podcast medicine that you can't get over the counter, man. I'm talking about audio dope. You heard me? You gotta come rock with us to get it. I go by Gas the Realest.
I'm Mr. MEANA, the motivator, man. Here to motivate the nation. You know what I'm talking about?
Facts.
That's what we gonna do, man. We gonna motivate the nation, man. I'm talking about we went back uptown, man. We had took a minute, man. We went downtown, then to the west, but we come back uptown, man. We stopped in that Magnolia. You heard me?
You
We got
already
Magnolia
know.
chopping this bitch, man.
M. Trey, Magnolia Chop, the original hook man, the biggest King Chop. You already know I'm in the building.
That's what it is, man. Hey, Chop, before we even get all over the place, man, I want to tell you, big brother, I sincerely, you know, we cool, we talk our shit, we pass each other on the daily, but I really, really appreciate
Believe
you
that.
taking the time and coming
sure.
fuck with us, big brother,
For
sincerely.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Before we get in, man, let people know where to find you at on all social media.
Magnolia Chop on every platform in the world. That M. Trey album out right now, available on all platforms. We ain't doing no bullshit. Stop
Go
playing.
get that. You heard what it is,
Hottest album
man?
on the streets, man.
What it is, MEANA?
You know, I'm one of them niggas that like to go back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because we got viewers on here that may not have known of Chop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I like to start from the beginning and get all the way up to where, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on present. So
Right.
I just want to dig into Chop before Chop was Magnolia Chop the rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
20
trying to
years,
get into you.
20
yeah.
years strong, 20 years strong.
Yeah, but before you even got into music, like, you know what I'm saying, like, who was Chop at that time, like developing itself to even go into music?
Man, demon time, man. In a project, man, every day risking my life trying to fight for this shit. Blood, sweat, and tears. Fucked up on heroin, cocaine, shooting dope in the hallways, ducking. You hear me?
You think you went that route just from being a product of your environment? It was something that
That's a
led
choice.
into-
That's a choice I made. That's a choice I made. I ain't know no better. That's a choice I made. I thought it was fly, you know.
Right. At that time, niggas was like on drugs, on some fly shit, right?
Real talk.
Yeah.
Them hoes wanted that dope dick.
Right.
You hear me? Them hoes wanted that dope dick.
Right, that was a cool thing.
Yeah, you know, nigga went to snorting dope, and then that shit ain't did nothing. Nigga started shooting that shit. Then that shit had a nigga too tired, so a nigga had to put the coke with the dope and mix it up, and you know, bam, bam. So that shit kind of kept a nigga level. You know what I'm saying?
If you like, go ahead. I mean,
What side of the Magnolia you from?
I'm on the new side, Willer Street,
Okay.
So-
all my life.
so like the people that we know, who was in the era of you coming up in the Magnolia? Like you ran with.
Shit, Eric Marie, Sam Scully, Glenn Miss, Meatball, Nap,
Okay.
That's the old nigga.
Ro Malice, Lonzo.
Okay.
Yeah.
You naming the old heads.
Facts.
Right.
Kedit, you know what I'm saying? Eric Marie, his dad and his son.
Right. Hey, Chop, one thing about you, my nigga, like, when niggas speak of the Magnolia, nigga do mention Magnolia Chop all the way in that can. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I was in that can, I had to be like 03, 04,
Right.
you heard me? And I got shit from by my partner, dog, you know what I'm saying? And we was in the cell, and I was going to a work release in Admit, and man, you know them tapes, them bitches get through your jokes, you know
Real
what I'm saying?
talk.
Them radios and them clacks and shit.
Right.
And man, I had that fucking Soldier Slim on one side, and I had that motherfucking Magnolia Chop.
You
on
was
the other
recording them bitches? Yeah, I was recording.
no, my partner got, you know, you get that shit sent to
Oh,
you.
all right,
so my
all
partner
right.
got that shit sent to him. But I was fucking listening to that shit more than him, and it was
Real
a part
talk.
of my jokes.
Yeah.
And when it was time for me to get shipped, I couldn't tell him that I needed the tape. I wanted to take it. 'Cause I know he was gonna say no. So I was gonna have to go to the other jail without the tape.
Wow.
I took that bitch, done. I couldn't roll without it, done. I took that bitch.
That bitch had you. Nigga stole that bitch out.
Live here in
That shit got a lot of niggas through their jokes, bro.
That shit right there, bro, nigga wrote me alone. He gonna see that nigga wrote me
You know,
alone.
it's crazy. I wrote that bitch in prison, so that's why it affected the prison. Niggas was really going through that shit, so they felt that. So you know, that's how music is. When you, however you feeling when you write that bitch, that's how that bitch gonna affect the world. You hear me? So that's why that was one of my biggest records.
And that was in the beginning too, right?
That was in the beginning. Bro, let me tell you something, dog. All them songs you heard me on, I was loaded. I was on heroin, bro. You hear me? I was on dope, man. I was trying to find myself, bro. I was just an artist, young, grew up in the project in poverty, and I was just blaming my environment for what I was going through, and I didn't give a fuck at the time, you know, and I was just trying to make a way out. Even though I was getting loaded, I knew once I get out this bitch, I was gonna get off this shit. You know, eventually I woke up one day and said, fuck it, I don't need this shit. No rehab, no doctor, no nothing. And ain't stumped, but I ain't fuck with it since. I'm 100 years clean. You heard me?
He said 100 years.
I'm just saying.
Right, yeah, been a long time.
If you meet me and you don't know me, I wouldn't even take you back to memory lane to let you know where I come from. I just keep it as is. You hear me?
Right.
A lot of people ain't know that. So niggas look at me like I just jumped off the porch. I'm just like, man, I've been out here. You hear me? I've been out here. I've been out here.
How much time you gave to the system?
Man, 10 years of my life. 10 years of my life, blood.
It was the juvenile part of your life, or what?
Juvenile and adult.
So what you did? You did a juvenile part first, and then came back out and caught some adult time.
When we first started going to jail, we was going to that jail in the 7-wall youth study.
Yeah.
It depends on what district they hit you in. Then we started going to CYC. Then they shipped me upstate. I was in Scotland. Then they shipped me to Salute. All them niggas know I'll come out to jail. So all them niggas that fuck with me in them country towns, them niggas bosses now. Them niggas got money. So I was in Scotland with a lot of them niggas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. He like, Chop, you remember me from Scotland? I'm like, damn, them niggas hitters. You heard me? Like, I'm like, wow. So that's where they know me from, you know? And I affected a lot of people's life, like being the person that I was. You know, I ain't never judging. Like when I met you and I fuck with you, I like kept it as that. And niggas like took a like of me just around the world, you know? And that's where a lot of that hate come from, blood. Them niggas hate on me every fucking day, man. You can have more than me and you still gonna hate me, man.
But the shit that you're saying is like a nigga hate you from being you. So that's cool. So fuck them.
That's too fucking fly. How you gonna hate me from being me? That's too fly, blood.
That's how I'd rather go to my
You gotta
grave.
stack that paper and fly over these bitches, man. Cause they gonna shit on you every chance they get. I don't give a fuck who they is, niggas.
So when you come home on the last Jokes, was that when you got serious about music, or you was doing music prior?
I went back to that bitch.
After?
What, to the can?
Back and back again. And back again. I was singing all in that bitch, the songs that was y'all listening to. Had the deputy hoes coming in there bringing me food. I'm fucking her in the bathroom. Deputy bitches. You hear me? In the downtown, thing.
Just get it.
Yeah, man.
Up there.
Oh, it was crazy about me. I used to call them hoes phone on the jail phone. They say he ruthless. And I told my partner, I said, yeah, you know I'm fucking your girl. He like, bitch, for real? I said, look, when I pull up, roll up.
Hey, look, I know you ain't lying, so I really can relate to that shit, you heard me? Because I did juvenile life, son, while y'all niggas was going to youth study or CYC.
Where you was at? Revolt, yeah, the came to different.
I was going to Revolt, but I was still meeting.
It's called the River?
Yeah, but I was
See,
still.
that's what I'm saying.
But look, I was still meeting niggas from everywhere.
Yeah, because they was coming in there with us, remember?
Rosebud, then I'm going to Walnut.
Yo, I was in there.
Yeah, but y'all went to Tallulah. I went to Gina.
Yeah, you went to Gina. Yeah.
I was a little after you, because I'm about to be 40.
Them bitches sent me to Bridge City and JCCY. What is that? River Road.
Bridge City, River Road.
Remember that woman, that lady worked in the line?
Miss Antoine.
Miss Antoine. She was, man. Oh, where she at? I would like to see her, Miss Antoine.
Facts.
Nigga don't know that. She was a gangster shit.
She must have been there for a long time.
What, man?
Stop
you rolling that
program,
bitch, she gonna get you right from the door. You heard me?
Yes,
That little bitch was a gangster, dog. Miss Antoine. Shout out to Miss Antoine.
You thought I was
JCCY.
like a dog. BCCY, something like that.
Yeah, JCCY. I was in that bitch.
Yeah, but Chop, like, how you say your days been when you say, like, I just woke up one day, no rehab, no nothing. How you compared them days after that prior to you saying?
It was still bloody though. Recovering, just like trying to get into another stage of life without being high, because it was like everything I gained, I was high. So I'm trying to make people accept me for who I am. It was hard because they were used to me pulling up happy, on a certain type of level. So now I'm just like tuning down, not trying to, and that shit, man, that shit crazy, bro.
So you and you feeling like that was your best music at that time?
Nah, not really, cause I'm an artist and I'm just real creative. No matter if I'm high or not, but it's like, you know, you think like Rick James and all these niggas, man, on Ray Charles. These niggas was high when they was making these hits, man. Tina Marie,
Right.
all these niggas was high. This ballroom me with them niggas was loaded, man. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, what them niggas name is? All them dudes was loaded, bro. And I grew up in that era. You hear me? You know, I grew up in that era. You know what I'm saying? After them niggas came, you know, them old heads came, and now we growing up, we becoming teenagers. Then we got Gangsta, Hot Beezer, Booby Black, all these niggas, Sterling Mosquito. You know, we teens now. So we seeing this new era now. That's the next niggas after them niggas, you hear me?
Right.
So, nigga, you know, this Rick, that shit was this, man, that shit was different, bro. Fucking with that shit, man, that shit was crazy, bro.
So Chop, would you, like you said, getting loaded, things of that nature, did you feel like at that time with making that music, you fumbled the ball on your own sometimes, like from being just who you was by the habits that you had at the time?
I think that's what it was, and that shit like cursed me. That shit like cursed my whole career, bro. Like I've been praying every day, man. Like
You gotta talk about it in depth, Chop, because that's strong right there.
yeah, that shit, man, that shit cursed my
But
whole
meaning
career.
what though, Chop? Meaning by what? Because the
I could
music,
feel it. I could feel it.
but
feel it.
what I'm saying is the music was still coming out. It was still getting accepted.
I had to do that just to, you know, because I got people that love me and they're expecting certain things, but deep down inside it was still dark there. You feel me? So I had to, you know, I man, this shit crazy, blood.
Hey, but whatever it is though, Chop, what a nigga was going through as a nigga on a roller coaster up and down, you gotta be a nigga that carry it well, cause you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing you for a minute, my nigga, and one thing from the time that you sang when I got out of jail to nigga I just seen you other day in Wagner's and
Right.
Flavors, you been the same nigga every time, bro. Every time you see me, you was the same nigga. We holler, we dab, we spit for a second, then we keep it moving. Like so how it is like today for you, my nigga?
Niggas just gotta be strong, blood. You hear me? Niggas just gotta be strong through it all. If a nigga knew what I went through, they'll shut the fuck up when they talk. Cause they should be just happy and grateful with the fuck they got, you hear me?
See, what I'm trying to understand is this part. When I said fumbling the ball, meaning on your own behalf, like, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't that I fumbled the ball. I already cursed myself. I cursed my career because when I came in the game, I had to make a decision on this what I won't do or this what I won't do. So when I came in the game at the wrong time. It wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right time.
But you was making great music.
That
at
was gonna
time.
happen. That was gonna happen, bro. But it wasn't the right time.
Was you ever signed to Crack Track?
Now I was signed to Incognito, and Crack Track was the producer on the label.
Right, because I know that when I first came across you, that's who you was kind of locked in with at
Yeah,
the time. So I
yup.
thought that maybe you was signed to Crack or whatever he had going on.
Yeah, Crack
at the
Track
time.
was the producer of the label. Incognito, you know, I was fucking with Ross and them and Big Mike and them.
Right.
And I thank them niggas right there for just capturing that whole moment of my life that made me who I am today, you feel me?
Right.
So regardless if it went right or wrong, however it is, it's all love.
Right. How you rate, like you say, it's all love. How you rate the love as a whole towards Magnolia Chop from
In what situation?
like from just the music and your peers, you know what I'm saying, and the people that you don't know? How you rate it?
See, it's like they talk so
It's all
much.
love, man. You good.
It's like they talk so much about me, right? They talk so much about me. They say so much about me. Like really do that. You know, people really love me, and that's the emotional side of it. You know, that's the love part of it, right? So, and people really hate me, and that's real hatred. So, and people hate me for their own reasons. So, like the new stories around is like people just, you know, I'm just that nigga. I'm just him, really him. Like I was really born to be him. Fuck the looks, fuck what I got, fuck what I have, fuck what I done. Just me as a person. You hear me? Cause I was born to be hated on. You hear me?
Feel that, brother.
You hear me, blood?
Facts.
But with that being said, what do you focus on more, the hate or the love?
It motivate me every day to stay alive, stay out the can, get money, and fuck they bitch.
But what do you focus on more, the hate or the love?
Both. I gotta watch it all. I need to see it. I'm ready for it. I'm built for it. It ain't gonna stress me out.
Right. As Chop, as you like Meena was saying, you was making good music at that time and still is. Dude, even though you saying nigga was drugs and you curse yourself, you never felt like you saying that because you never felt like you reaped the benefits of that good music?
It's like, bro, I really growed up in the streets, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. People don't really know me. Like, I really growed up in the streets. Like, I was really in the trenches with this shit, bro. Mac, Mel, Cali, Josephine, Penn, C13, 17, 3rd and G. And niggas are vouch for that. Like, I was really one of them niggas, like, that was really in the streets. And all these major niggas that y'all talk about on a daily basis, they got episodes with me that I stood on business. That's why they'll never disrespect me as a person. We might get into it and clown a lot, but them niggas know shit. And we ain't gonna never speak on that shit till we DIE, and they know that, and that's why they respect me, because they know that. Like, I was born in the streets, bro. Like, literally, bro, straight out Charity Hospital. That's the new album on the way, Charity Baby. I was born in the streets, man.
I think when you get that love and niggas see you, niggas who know you approach you like that.
Niggas rap that, because niggas rap that street shit so much to when they see a street nigga, they really ain't no street nigga. Because a nigga get money and know street niggas and think they a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's fucking it up for the real street niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get your point on that. You know what I'm saying? I totally do. I be trying to just understand, like, you know, because like I said, when I first come around you, you know what I'm saying, I was like, damn, this nigga super talented. But far as like talking to you on sometimes it'll be like you not on that type time no more that we was on the day before with music. So I was a little confused on like where you was at, like with that and why you was like that. You know,
like I said, I told you we was getting high, we was fucked up, we was really in the streets. Niggas was snatching shit every night. So when I was in the studio, I was still trying to get up out that bitch. So when niggas was coming at me on different plays, I wasn't understanding that. You heard me? I ain't know what, I was probably high loaded.
You didn't have no management team at that time?
We got management. We took care of the business, but you know, niggas still getting loaded, so they gonna play it how I go too.
Right.
So it wasn't never really organic. It was all just everybody just working around everything, every kind of everything. You know?
So when was the time that, because we had that bitch, I'm gonna light up. We had you smoked the Wu Gig?
Sure, don't got that bitch.
All right, but look.
I passed that on.
So look, Chop. We had Chopper from Making the Band on the podcast, right?
Right.
And he had ran the where he was in Cali, right?
Saw that.
And
Saw that.
He was talking his shit to where people was thinking your song and Birdman's song was him. And his recollection, he was like, man, he got tired of people asking him about the song, so he called you, flew to New Orleans, called you, and got you out there in Cali, and you went dumb. So
I saw that. First of all, I got to California. Free my little cousin Trail Real. Free Trail Real. Real was fucking with Raven, you heard me? Them niggas called me, he said, man, I hear you on the radio out here. I said, what song? He said, the one with you and Birdman. He said, bitch, I'm about to send you a ticket, you coming out here, we about to run it up. So Real flew me to California. I hear the song on the radio, we popping out there. And we had met Ryder J. Clyde at the store in St. Pablo in Richmond, and he introduced us to Kilo TUES Nation, Kilo Kurt. That's the Romper Rum gang. Mac Dre and all them people in Vallejo, the Crest Side, you heard me?
Right.
Big Motion, you heard me? And we hooked up with them, and the rest was history, and that's how that shit got a poppin'.
So you never even seen Big Brother?
Nah, when I was out there, they told me he was out there, but
Fuck that, I'm talking about that you never seen him and got with him. The F he ran, he literally came, not seen him, talked to him. I heard he was out there. The F that he ran, that he flew to New Orleans and came.
Nah.
Ain't go that way. But did you see him out there when you got to Richmond?
I don't really recall seeing him too. I don't really recall seeing him, but we chopped it up and he made some shit shake for me, so I respect him for that.
Hey, but in his defense, for him to even say that, and that's close to really what happened, probably just be a misunderstanding. People don't remember because he named what really happened, and you come back.
When I went out there, a lot of people already told me he had been out there. He was out there before I was out there, so he already made a way for some shit. You know what I'm saying? But he shake some shit for me and made some shit pop. So I respect him for that. That's my brother, you heard me?
Right.
But Real called me out there.
So you had wound up, when you got out there, you wound up doing music with Mac Dre before he passed?
Yeah, we got some shit in. I met Mac Dre through Sean Billups, FMB, in Oakland, California. I met him when they had the Super Bowl in Houston. And I met him and shit, and we, connected and shit. And that nigga was like, And he told me he was famous and shit.
Nigga, you don't talk about shit like that.
He told me he was
nigga.
famous. I used to be calling him and shit. When he died, that shit was crazy. Then Drake started talking about him, and
Right.
I was like, man, I had to go out there and see that shit, man. That shit was big, man.
He had a big movement out there, like
Shout out to
real
the
talk.
Crest.
How you think you had got in Cali like that?
Just being a real nigga, man, just trying to make it, just keep on trying to fucking make it, man. Just keep on trying to make it, because I realize that ain't nobody gonna help you, blood. I don't give a fuck what you do, man.
Nigga ain't put so I'm saying nigga put radio play on that bitch, huh? You and Bird?
I ain't know what was going on.
Oh, you just went he did you say I'm hearing that bitch. Crazy out here.
I ain't know what was
Right.
going on, blood.
So what you just touched down?
I was just a nigga trying to make it. If I know that bitch was on the radio, I probably went on tour. You heard me?
Nah, real. Hey, that's some real shit right there. You heard me? Cause you like, man, if that bitch going dumb like that, if I know
But
about
see, Lil
it,
Wayne used to call me up, right? And I used to see him, and he'll walk up to me, he'll say, bitch, that radio, that song hot. I'm hearing it everywhere I go. I bet you know I'm on tour. He used to tell me.
right,
Lil Wayne
right,
used
right.
to tell me, me and him got our, little relationship, and every time he see me, I know that bitch fuck with me 100. He always did since day one. But he always just say, bitch, that song hot. That's how he always said it. He never said, nigga, what the in front of a lot of people.
He
So I knew it
whispered
was
to you, right.
special. When a nigga whisper you something, it's special.
Especially Wayne.
He just want you to know.
He just want me to know.
Right. So what you couldn't catch, get behind it, or
I was just a nigga trying to make it. I'm high. I'm trying to make it with this music. I'm trying to make it. I'm still fighting these demons. I'm trying to make it. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm trying to make it. I'm growing up in the streets. I ain't got no relationships. I don't know nobody. I don't got no niggas that, I'm in the streets. I'm in the streets, man. These niggas I know don't know nothing about this shit. We in the streets. That's why I'm trying to tell you. All this shit, I'm in the streets, man. I'm in the streets, man.
Hey, just
Then when I figure it all out, I'm all grown now.
right.
So that's,
But you didn't fuck with two of the biggest moguls in the game, like, you know what I'm saying?
First nigga done that. I'm the first nigga done that. Ain't no nigga did that. You gonna pick a side.
What mean talking about?
Bird, man, Master P.
Yeah, big talk. Two
Love
of the biggest
both. That
moguls.
what? Love both of them niggas. You heard me? Love both of them niggas as the same. I don't love no more than no more. Guess what? Both of them. They from the bit it, man. You know what I'm saying? They paved the way for this shit. I would never speak down on this shit. Right. None of them. You heard me? I love both of y'all, nigga.
Not supposed to.
Hey,
But
like what Meena was saying about when he say
I stayed in Birdman house and I stayed in Master P house. Master P said, bitch, you ain't gone to the hotel. Bitch, you coming to the house. Bitch, you jokes too much. Look, that bitch ain't want me to leave. Look, bro, I swear to God, look what he told. Look, that bitch pulled up to the hotel in the truck by himself. He said, where you at, bitch? I said, I'm upstairs. He said, come down, let's go to the bar. That bitch, we sit in the bar, that bitch ride through the bar, that bitch see. I said, what you gonna do? He said, look, me and him dolo, you heard me? Birdman the same way. That's how they fuck with me. Off the clock.
how that shit make you feel at the moments?
Shit, same. It make me just feel like that's all the shit I accomplished, I obtained in my life. My status, just me as a person, regardless of what I went through. I knew I was somebody special when I meet these type of guys, and they kind of remind me where I come from and where I'm going. I figured this shit out now.
Right.
Chop, you big on loyalty.
Real
like,
talk.
As me knowing you and just throughout the times, you
I don't
always
know
speak
how to
on
do.
loyalty. Like,
bro, listen, bro. If I did something to a nigga, he had to really fuck with me. You hear me? He had to really fuck with me really fuck with me bad. You hear me? Other than that, once we lock in, we locked in. I can't help because of who I am. I can't help because of I keep it over real. I can't help because I'm over loyalty. I can't help because I'm over respected. Respectful. I'm just big on that because you're a human. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to judge you. This life we live in. We gonna end this bitch one day. For real. So this is what I get to see you as on your journey, because the lights could shut off at any given time. Right. I mean, the niggas I talked to die. Nigga called me on the phone. Rest in peace to him out the field walk, man. He was on the phone with me getting killed, blood. You heard me?
Recently?
Listen to me, man. He was on the phone. They know. He was on the phone with me, man. I talked to his sister yesterday. She'll pull up on me for Easter, man. Nigga was on the phone with me getting killed, man. I could cry right now, bro. Nigga was on the phone with me getting killed. They killed his daddy, then they killed him.
Do you sometimes feel like your loyalty could be to a fault? Like
That's what it's
meaning,
doing.
like, you
That's
so
what it's doing.
loyal
I'm
that
too
it
nice.
don't
I'm
come
too
back-
fucking
it don't
nice.
come back to you the same way that you give it out,
Okay.
or the way you stand on it.
It's like in these days right here, bro, you can't be nice. So I'm about to stop hopping in them new cars and go back in that old Chevelle with them 2 stripes on these niggas and let them know what we stand on. Cause that loyalty shit in 2025 ain't no fucking love.
Yeah.
Or could you look at it like this? You gotta learn to have a discerning spirit to know who to be loyal to. Because then if you change up who you really are,
You ain't got no decision, man. Everybody come in disguise. You gotta judge them as it go. And you ain't really judging, you just peeping out the plate.
You detecting it.
Listen, bro, we ain't trying to figure nothing out. We just gonna let this shit happen organically and see how this shit unfold. We ain't trying to put no pressure on no situation to make it turn to this, because we putting pressure on it. And when we putting pressure on something, it kind of go that way. And that ain't gonna be organic. So we need to see this.
you won't let it flow.
Right.
You got to.
It go that way because of the pressure. They ain't really the actual.
You gotta pay
Yeah,
attention.
yeah.
Everything gonna reveal. Even if you can't see it at the moment, it might be 10 years from now. You hear me? But you can't go in that bubble because that shit look like that. You gotta stay out that shit and let that shit do itself. Certain shit you know, when you at peace, you don't really focus on that negativity as much.
How you and Teddy, Young Greatness locked in? Like, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Young Greatness, first of all. But, you know what I'm saying? Just that whole, dynamic of the melody that you got, the melody that he got, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come together. Like how did that come about?
Man, that shit was just real, man. That shit just was real, bro. Like, if you ever experienced me certain nights, just riding in the car, just going through some shit with a bitch, just living life, you'll really know who I'm really is. You know, and one thing about me and him, he called me one night and we was talking, but we been fucking with it for a minute. But he called me one night and we was talking. He said, man, I've been fucking with your music since Woo the Woo. He was going through something at the time. And he was like, Woo the Woo. And I was like, man, this how you handle this shit. And that bitch said, whoa. That bitch started picking him up every day. Every day. And we locked in. You hear me? He became that nigga, but he never forgot when we was in the trenches too. That's why he said, ain't nobody had my black when I was on the block. When the money ran low, all I had was me and Chop. And I motivated him so much till he went and got that bag. That's why he gave me anything I needed. He always was there for me. Cause I really showed him some shit. I really showed him some shit.
Hey, Chop, let me know if this like resonates somewhat with you. It like I be seeing and I be going through some of this shit myself. It like the people who show the most love and the people who like mean to say like you too loyal and you saying you be over real, that be the people deep down that don't be getting no love, that need the love the most, that be going through hurting the most, just blessing and being a vessel, for everybody else, and you putting smiles on their face, but deep down inside, like at night when you going to sleep, you really hurting
You ain't
inside.
got nobody, bro.
You ain't got nobody.
And then when you watch them treat you the way they treat you, you hear me? Just imagine. Just fucking imagine.
Right.
Like you own me, and I'm going through this shit, and you don't even know it, but you own me.
What type of headspace that put you in on a day-to-day?
It's trauma, blood. It's trauma. It's trauma.
If you could write everything to heal all that, what type of stuff that'd be?
Trauma, whoa. Pain and suffering. That's why you pay attention to everything I ever did. It was always a feeling. It was always pain. It was always
Heartfelt.
like dark. It was always just like, no matter if it was happy or not, it was always just like, and then we might have got happy for a few nights, even though we was in the darkness. Certain people came in our life, brighten us up down the line. But then we went back into that dark place. It's like all my friends I fuck with, they got millions and millions of dollars. Well, like I go out with them and we have the best of times, but when they leave, it's like I'm left cleaning up all the mess. You hear me, dog?
Right.
And I never told them that. I just stay strong through all that shit, blood. I've been through so much shit in my life, bro, that shit. And people don't even understand how I do it, well.
You just lost a close one. Like, you kind of talked to me outside of one of the little shows we had outside,
Right.
and you were just like, I'm a little fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lost something close to me, like, you know what I'm saying? And I saw the pain in you, just that little small dialogue we had then, you know what I'm
Real
saying? I
talk.
look a man in his eye, I could
Real
see, I
talk.
saw it. I was
Real
like,
talk.
God damn, you
Real
know what I'm
talk.
saying? And I was just wondering where your headspace at, because, you know what I'm saying, you wear... when you go out and you in public, you wear a smile.
talk.
You know what I'm saying? But I know deep down inside you got something else you're dealing with that.
That when my little brother got killed, Big Feet. That shit happened. That shit happened in the jungle, you hear me? And it was like, I was still out there in the field just looking at niggas, that knew the situation, but it's like, I couldn't even react to that shit. At that moment, I realized that when you're in the streets, you gotta accept anything that come in that bitch. I don't give a fuck what it is. So when niggas say a nigga ratted, that shit come with the game, cause ain't no rules in this bitch. So,
That's deep, bro.
Hey, Chop, like, if a nigga, like, be in the trenches in the slum, like you say, I'm in the trenches, I'm in the slum, and when my millionaire partners leave, it feel like I'm just back left alone, figuring this shit out, cleaning up the mess, whoa. Is that actual partners of a nigga? If a nigga a millionaire and I'm in the slums in the
when
streets?
you so happy, and no matter where you go, regardless if you down or up, can't really tell what I'm going through. So when I'm around you, I'm just that nigga. We gonna get money regardless. We gonna do that for sure, but deep down inside, like that's what it is. I never show what I go through to none of my millionaire partners. I'm always happy. I'm always energetic. We vibing, we going. I never really like get the, and they'll never know, but it's like, that's just something that just happened, bro. You heard me?
Right.
That's just how it go, bro.
You think that you could go to him though, like deep down, like, you know what I'm saying, and kind of let him know where you at, or you just don't want to be that vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, amongst those peers?
If you my partner, you already know what's going on.
That's basically what I'm the point I was getting
I
at.
already know that, but I ain't want to answer that like that to let you know that like that. Because certain things I ain't going to say, but I'm going to say it how I say it. So I ain't say it when you answer me, so that's why I'm telling you how I told you. At the end of the day, bro.
Right. Nah. Yeah, you ain't got to never go in depth about certain
Nah, it
shit
ain't
like
really
that.
going to depth because I stand on business and I want to respect every nigga. So like, if you got a partner and he getting in there and he know what level you on in life, and he know what level you on in life, they gonna make it right. We wouldn't even be having these type of conversations.
And that have nothing to do with entitlement. That's just as
Because at the end of the day, I'm my own man. Nigga don't owe me
right.
shit. And that's what I respect about it.
Right.
That's what I respect about the game. Nigga don't owe me shit. So ain't no hate in my heart to no nigga I fuck with money that don't show me love when I need it, because he don't got to do a motherfucking thing.
Right. That's the part that's why I wanted to bring that part out, like, meaning like you don't even use it as entitlement, because if it was, you would be bringing it to him more like, man, like you supposed to do whatever. But if you're not doing it generously on your own, I ain't got nothing to say about it. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I totally understand that as a man, but I can understand that that's still hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because you looking like, man, I'm affiliated with all y'all. It's no way that I should go through nothing when I got partners that's in positions that to make shit much more easier. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna bring nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get that, bro.
At the end of the day, man, the era I came up in, when your grandfather told you don't say no motherfucking thing, I heard that shit clearer. He said, don't you say a fucking goddamn thing, Lil Russell. There was high rolling in my house selling dope up and down the step. We 28, 22 Willer. We got a number of dope dealers in our hallway. So when them people came, we had to do certain things. And they said, don't you say a goddamn fucking thing. So that's why I never say a goddamn fucking thing. Never.
Chop, like what? Like what you want all out this shit?
Man, I already got what I want.
And that is?
Life. I'm breathing, I'm waking up every day, I'm happy. I got people that love me, I love them besides the TV, the media, the music. I'm happy. I'm a person, I'm a human. I can't get obligated to everything.
No,
I gotta take my time, man. I've been doing this shit, bro. I'm 20 years in this shit.
Right.
All this shit right here, extra for me.
Right.
I make enough income to take care of myself now.
What I was speaking on from the point you was like, my eyes open now, I know what's going on. So I was like, the trajectory of that, just that, what you were speaking on. Like, my eyes open now, I'm good.
You know, the game's so cold right now, right? And you got Rodway, you got all these different niggas, and I started this shit a long time ago. That's why I told you I came in this shit at the wrong time. I created the style at the wrong time. You dig? That's why I said this shit was cursed. So
Nah, I never thought. I didn't think you were saying that, but now I get what you saying. That's when you listen to the shit that you saying about how niggas making the music. Now I'm like, damn, you right about the shit that I said about the shit I took. From
I
my
created
partner.
that in my body, in my heart, in my mind. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm really a god.
It was ahead of time.
Nah, bro, listen, I'm really a god. I really could feel everything that's going on, bro. Like I really know stuff that people don't know, bro. I really know when shit about to happen. I know when things cool. And I never wanted to sell my soul. So that's why I'm where I'm at right now. Cause I ain't had that kind of heart. I was god body. Right. And even though I was facing all different type of obstacles, I never sold my soul. Cause I was put in situations where I had to sell it. You hear me?
So that shit real.
Yeah, I had to sell it. So by me being that nigga who I was, God wasn't gonna let me do that. And I had to take and that's why we never blow up. That's why we never fill in arenas. That's why we ain't got a Grammy. All the talent I got, cause they gonna ball the block forever. And that's where the hate come in.
Nah,
and they spread rumors and they create to the next generation and the next generation. And I'm pure, so you have to know I'm pure when you meet me and know how I really is, so you can know those people, false advertising, the real.
Nah, you very talented, my nigga. You very talented.
I'm telling you what's happening.
You know that?
Do you get bad low on you as that you hard to work with as a person?
That's the rumor they started. That's the rumor they started when they couldn't control me. That's the rumor that's the rumor they started when they was trying to get me to sell my soul to this shit. You heard me?
Yeah, manipulate.
Yeah, that's what they was doing. I ain't had enough power to really stop the rumors.
Right.
We're in the trenches. We still trying to get out. Them niggas got money. You heard me?
So you when you went on the bay, when you went out there to the bay, I
they didn't know nothing about me, and niggas was calling out there saying shit about me. You heard me? I had enough power then.
How you locked in with guys with Empire?
I've been fucking with guys before Empire. Me and guys used to. Guys are a good friend of mine. When guys have been tight before Empire. Guys used to go out and eat at this Italian restaurant in San Francisco. We used to chop it up before he got Empire. He was telling me how he was gonna make this shit big before he got started. Big, not a corporation now. And I met those type of guys because I knew I was gonna be that.
I'm about to ask you that. How you?
Right. Real talk.
Because it's like. Well, I'm gonna ask you this, because a lot of people, if people don't know, what's something that happened that you couldn't believe?
Man, shit happened every day. I can't believe so. For real, bro.
What's one of the biggest things that you feel like happened that you couldn't believe?
When you that nigga, everything big. They gonna, man, nigga, because motherfuckers just want that chapter of you in their life. Motherfuckers make shit up on you. They tell stories on you. They tell lies just for you to be a chapter in their life. And you got a decision like, I'm gonna let them live, and you just like, man, these niggas trying to trick me. We already go about it. We could send a bliss. That's just easy. We keep spamming, bro. We got to get out them new cars, man. Go back to them Chevelles with them 2 strikes, bro. And show these niggas we stand on business, bro.
Right, you got to come back.
So just going back, like since you're saying, like you got to go back to it. I remember you did the hook for the Block Burners. I called you. You did the song for the Block Burners.
You put that together.
Yeah, and that just went #1 for so long, like on a countdown, like you know what I'm saying, in New Orleans. And I was like, damn, did that help anything in your career you felt?
It did. That record right there complimented the ghetto R&B. And like I said, we were still in the streets. We fucking with street niggas. Nobody got no sign of business or nothing. This shit ain't even, and niggas was just trying to figure it out. They trying to get in touch with me to do the record. It took me about 2-3 months to do it.
Yeah, it took too long.
Right.
I was in the streets, man. You got to do this record for me. You got these artists, the Block Burners, woo. I'm like, I'ma do it.
Right.
Man, them niggas got our differences. So that's why I never showed up.
Oh, you did?
We had our differences. We had our differences.
So you did that for me?
Man, them niggas tied me up in the studio and beat me blood. Yeah, man.
Damn.
Them niggas tied me up in the studio and beat me, bro. That shit was so deep, so we already had our differences. So when you was calling, I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying?
And you ain't even know the meaning.
He don't know
the
exactly.
Yeah,
So when
he
I
ain't
see him
tell me
out and
that.
about, he
Yeah.
like, blood, woo, and I'm like,
Damn, that bitch.
I'ma do
damn.
it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you,
Niggas kind
niggas.
of telling me I'ma do it. I'ma do it.
I'ma do it.
But with no
I ain't got
reason.
no studio. I don't got no studio.
Right, but I thought
I
you
don't know
was-
how to press that.
But
I
I
don't
thought you
know. I
was
don't got no
with,
studio.
thought
I got
you
an
was with-
engineer. I don't know how to. What studio?
Right.
Soldier Slim was recording in our studio. BG was recording out. Ain't had no studios like that.
Yeah,
It was in our shit.
I thought you was with Crack at the time, like you
Yeah,
know, like I
with
said,
Crack.
with that business. So I felt like
Crack
y'all had
no-
an area
Oh,
to
it's
do it.
all-
Crack was right there through it
You
all,
good,
bro.
you good.
Crack was right there. Crack Track was right there through it all, bro. He saw Crack Track was right there through it all, bro. Like
So-
he was right there through
So,
it all.
so with you having that type of relationship with Crack, when Crack like moved on and got in with Jay-Z, did you ever reach out to him to try to put a play together for you or
That's
anything
what I was
like
about
that?
to ask, man. That's a good question. I swear,
Me
that
and
was what I
Crack
was about to
Track,
ask.
me and Crack Track had so much love for each other. Them niggas turned us against each other, blood. You hear me?
Come on, child, man. I know you don't be freestyling, but man,
Huh?
like that, like how though? 'Cause
This
y'all
our
was-
relationship, like our music, just us being. I spoke so highly about them every day to them niggas, but they was trying to destroy me way in deep down in the back. And you know, me and Crack Track, me and Crack Track used to fuss, man, like fucking husband and wife, bro. Every fucking night. You know, I'm around him every day. I'm trying to make it. This man ain't with this shit I'm on. You hear me? I'm out the project. This man ain't out no project, man.
Right.
But he from my hood. He from the street. Bitch from uptown. But I'm just a different nigga, so he might not be moving the way I want to move. He might be just, and I'm spazzing out. I don't supposed to be doing them that. I love that nigga to death, blood. Right now today, he'll do anything for me, you hear me? But it's like, we always had our differences. Cause niggas was like, yeah, that bitch Crack, woo woo, man, that nigga Crack, woo woo, that nigga Crack Track. You see what he became?
Yes.
I love him for that. He always was like that. That's what he stood for. You hear me?
Child, what you feel like the hardest shit? Like just some good music that you made. Like, what was the best time and the best song in the studio session for you that what you was making that we heard? Was it the one I said?
The ghetto R&B.
No,
That's on the ghetto R&B. Love don't live anymore.
Oh, I had that one song, nigga. That only song on that bill.
Everybody first album, the one that Catch the
Right.
Streets gonna always be original. But I got so much music after that, you know? I got a lot of music. I just dropped my M-Tray. That's the latest album I just dropped. Like I said, it's available on all platforms. I know for sure that's the hottest album.
Oh,
in
you
the
by
streets.
yourself?
There's no features?
Man, two
features.
features. Hottest album in the city, bro. You hear me? If y'all listening out there right now, y'all paying attention,
Go cop that.
Go
man.
get that
get
M-Tray.
get a listen.
You hear me? Go get that M-Tray.
If it's some shit about Chop that motherfucker. Like you were saying, man,
It's
motherfuckers
just-
don't know much. Like what's the biggest misconception? We start right there.
Nigga ain't fucking playing, man. Nigga is not playing out here, man. Nigga wake up every day trying to fucking make it, man. Nigga got 152 problems, man. Nigga ain't got time to be playing with no game, no situation. Ain't got time to be playing. If you ain't about your business, don't come fucking talking to me. I don't want to hear that, none of that shit, man. Cause you don't go through what I go through. So you don't go through what I go through, blood. You think this shit easy,
Hey,
you hear
but
me?
before we carry on now, I want to tell you, my nigga, just hearing your shit, bro. Like sincerely, my nigga. I wish you the best on your journey. You know what I'm saying? On everything, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Whether
For sure,
the
for sure.
journey good or bad,
Good
we
or
still
bad.
on the journey.
Yeah, you're on the
And we
journey.
breathe.
You know what I'm saying?
We breathe. We
So
breathe.
that I want you to
You know,
that
God
for
gonna
sure.
put certain people in your life at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Just to get you through different hurdles and shit of life, bro. You can't even question it.
Nigga still kicking. You know what I'm saying? What you about to say, man?
You know, recently, like I don't know if it was in a mix of you doing this M-Tray album, you went through some health issues. Like, you know, how big of a scale was that for you dealing with your career and moving forward with what you got going on?
Man, I was going through so much shit, man. Just man, motherfucker, man, them bitches hit me out of $500,000, man. Them bitches hit me out of $500,000, blood.
Meaning who? Meaning industry, the
This
label?
the game.
You feel like that's what you
It's the game.
do?
And that shit caused so much stress on me. And that shit put a knot on top of my kidney, my adrenaline glands. You hear me? My kidney fine, my body fine. I'm healthy, I don't got nothing, man. Every artery bumping right. but I got a knot on top of my adrenaline glands. It could go away, it could be removed.
It's not cancerous, huh?
Nah, they checked all that. We had MRIs and shit, they checked all that. But that was just coming from the stress.
No, real shit.
That was just coming from the stress, you know?
And you know, and one thing I get also, big brother, that all the shit that you saying about coming from the stress, that should be like stress, like overtime when you carry it, how you
that
carry
bitch,
it. When
that's
you
old
saying
shit.
like
That's old
motherfuckers don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like you like, man, my partners or these people don't even know. Like you keep that shit in, and that's hard, bro. Because it be pride, ego, and you want a motherfucker to know, like, man, I'm going through it too. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
think
that's why it's so hard, even more so.
What you say, man?
You think you're too prideful?
I don't eat.
Do you think you're too prideful?
Nah, it ain't that. I suffer too much to be prideful. If I was prideful, I'd probably be evil and rich. You hear me?
I want you to expound on that a little bit because
I can't explain that.
Because you said
You're saying two things. I see what mean to going at. You
I can't explain that. You heard what I said?
Things.
You gotta pay attention. You probably ain't understanding,
trying to
but when you
read
play
through
this bitch back, you gonna see what I'm talking about.
Say that one more time, then.
You probably don't. I can't tell you. You already got the tape, the bitch rolling. Pay attention. It can't be told back. It can't be told back, boy.
I love this nigga.
It ain't gonna be
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Nah, I love you, bitch.
That's the shit they gonna play back. That little second right there.
I'm gonna play it back because I gotta hear that again because I you know, it sounded double tongue a little bit to me, like, you know what
I
I'm saying?
had to say it like that. That's how it came
So
out.
I gotta read through
It
that.
had to
like,
come out at a certain type of tone. We had to do that. You know, because they was gonna hit the most. If I would have said it loud, they wouldn't have hit. They would have took it for play. They wouldn't have understood it. You know?
But you're not too prideful. That's for sure.
Like I said, I'll be rich and miserable, you heard me?
You think money bring on misery like that?
More money, more problems.
Broke people got problems too, though.
At the bottom,
child.
too.
The bottom got a lot of problems, a lot of stress.
That's just trying to fit in and knowing you not having it like they having it. That's a mental thing. You hear me? When you grow up with nothing, you understand how that shit feels. So we grew up with nothing, so we knew how that shit felt not to have nothing. We was happy when we was young. Our grandma and them, we was happy. All our people came.
Nigga
We was
didn't
happy.
know what.
I think because we didn't know. I just think we didn't know. But when you start
Instagram
knowing,
fucking the game up, man. These rap niggas fucking the game up, man. That back end money, that shit look good. These niggas spazzing out, man. Them niggas spazzing out. That shit make that shit. That's the smoke and mirrors. You hear me?
Yeah,
Niggas,
it ain't
I mean,
what
you
it
know,
is.
I
It
know
ain't
a
what
lot
it
of
look
niggas in the
like.
game like really having money. They don't show it, but that Instagram shit, that's play, man. That shit play.
Taking
man.
it up a notch on that bitch.
I could go post something right now and turn up if I want. That's play. That
I saw
shit
you. You be Josie. I saw you told a nigga, just give me some tracks or some beats or something.
Yeah, I
bitch, I was in Katrina, man. I said, "This bitch stupid."
That Instagram shit, play, dog. You can make it can make you or break you. Some people, that's all they got, bro. There's some people that's all the fuck they got.
When that bitch go off, they miserable.
that bitch don't go off. So them bitches happy, dog. That bitch ain't going off.
but Chop, do you think that we have to play the game though?
What game?
The Instagram game to, you know, perception.
Hell
is
yeah, you got to.
perception. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a
That's
fake
what-
it till you
It's how
make it
people
move, huh?
perceive.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not really fake till you make it. Some niggas really got it like
Niggas
that.
tweaking
But,
it for sure.
but the Instagram is a platform. It's the bitch like the homie. You could be all you could fucking be.
Fact, nobody doing bad on that bitch.
Nobody. They ain't gonna talk about the struggles though. They
Hey.
gonna talk about the good times on that bitch because they can't face heartbreak or reality or just like being who you is right now.
Hey, but believe it or not, like most times when you came from the struggle yourself, even if a nigga speak on it or not, you can see how according to how they move, you could know they came from the struggle too. Without you even speaking on it, just how you
Could tell.
carry yourself
Yeah,
and how
you
you
could
move.
tell.
But your life haven't been all struggle. You have some good times.
I had good times in the struggle. I embraced that shit, man. I wasn't afraid to face it. Whatever I was going through, I was happy of it because I was breathing. I was waking up every day. I was living, so I thank God for that. Fuck what I was going through in the physical form. In the spiritual form, I was blessed. I was happy to be alive, so I made the best out of it, regardless of what it was.
You had some physical good times though?
Fucking right. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. When I can't take care of the people I love, the people that depend on me, it's a problem.
Real talk.
If I was just born me by myself,
It'd be lovely.
You wouldn't feel like no problems, probably.
I know too many people, bro. I got my family big, bro. They counting on me. And sometimes I can't do everything I could do, and it get hard. And that's what fucked me up. If it was just me, I'd be balling right now. You hear me? I got too many responsibilities.
Nigga, I just thought about it. We were supposed to do the podcast once before. We were supposed to do the podcast once before. You moved or something? You moved to Atlanta? You went stay somewhere else or something?
I was already out of town. I was already
that's
OT.
what it was.
I've been back
about that shit. I said, you been back a while now.
I've been back in New Orleans for a year and a half. I ain't been out here 2 years yet, man. I don't think I've been out here 2 years, man.
Like what happened, bitch? Yeah.
Yup, I ain't been out here damn near 2 years yet, man.
How that change was the before you left and coming back. Like
one thing about New Orleans, you could leave this bitch for 10 years. You come back, that first day gonna be back. You heard me? Normal. It's just talking about this bitch.
That changed for sure. I'm talking about the change where you had went there. How that was compared to where you had came.
It was peaceful. It was peaceful. I couldn't go spin the block and get this. I couldn't go spin the block and it was just peaceful. So I was just waking up every day, just embracing different days and like waking up every day, just enjoying life from a different view.
What like that?
You know what I'm saying? Like just enjoying life from a different view. Just waking up, breathing different atmosphere, just different shit compared to this shit.
That hurt a nigga somewhat though? Like like to get removed all the way out the mix though? Like it's a good and a bad, like?
Nah, cause like I said, you know, like me as a person, I'ma always live a normal life. Besides the cameras, the lights, you know, the music, the fans. Like I'ma always be all right. I got people that love me, I got family, we good. We gonna wake up every day and we gonna breathe and we gonna be happy and be thankful for what the fuck we got.
Right.
Even if we ain't got what we need or what we want, you hear me? We gonna be thankful for whatever.
Right, you come from them commodity days, food stamps, that section there, all that shit.
Yeah, all that shit, that farina, all that shit, man.
From that.
You come up in a 2-parent household?
Man, I don't know what kind of household I grew up in. I was thankful for them though, cause that shit made me who I am today.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? My mama was a hot girl. My mom was a hot girl. She was a hot girl. She tell you that shit now, she a gay. She was a hot girl.
Right.
So you know how that be.
What's new in music for you? You know, I know you got M3 out.
We working on Chatty Baby.
Chatty Baby.
I'm gonna drop that Chatty Baby.
You you in some songs or where you at with it? Or you just starting it or?
We got a few songs. We already did. But I'm gonna drop a mixtape, M-Trade 2. I'm about to drop that M-Trade 2.
You put out every song you make, or you just pick through songs and pick best songs for whatever? Like how you go about selecting an album or putting an album together?
Like really, when I'm in the studio working on music, I'm really like executive producer. Like, you know, like I hit a beat and, you know, I write to the beat and I know certain words to say around the beat and how to produce the record to make it a hit. So I'm really an executive producer, but when I'm down here, they just look at me as a nigga that just singing the hook. They don't really know the reason why this bitch sounded like this, because I really
orchestrated.
That bitch.
Yeah, I mean, when you go into sessions, you can see me in there like, say this, do this, put this right here, do this, because I know I could. It's a gift from God that he gave me with this shit. You heard me?
Yeah. MEANA can relate to that. MEANA do that.
He know.
Yeah. So speaking of that right there, the hook shit, and because I hear you say that all the time, and on here at the introduction you say that too, like the hook man, like how you got that label and why you label yourself as the hook man. You cold blooded all the way throughout. So why you took that?
That shit was like, people just started calling me to do songs, and all they wanted was the chorus.
Right.
Did Kango inspire you any part
Hell
of
yeah.
the game? Like?
Hell yeah, Kango. Fucking right.
Because he was like considered like the hook man at one time as well. Like,
But he never labeled himself
Yeah,
that.
he never labeled himself as that, but they call him for them hooks, like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
they
saying?
did that. But you know, like I said, that just was a nigga like Kango that paved the way for a nigga like me. You know, Miss T,
Shout out PNC.
Miss T, she inspired me. I sung her song a million times a day.
Miss T's dope too.
Yeah, Miss T. You know, Miss T. Miss T really inspired me. Miss T really inspired me. That was some new shit for the streets. She really inspired me. Yeah, Miss T, bro.
Them fucking hooks, I ain't lying. Them hooks. I never heard no bad shit from you, brother. I never heard no bad shit from you.
Cause it's gonna all be real. It's all gonna, even if we feeling good that moment, that we was just on that little hype for the night. You hear me? We gon', bro. The more to the story, we gonna get money. We gonna keep it moving. We gonna keep it pimping. But at the end of the day, bitch, this was happening. You hear me?
It's the real.
We gonna be in $1 million home. We gonna be riding $1 million cars. We gonna be around $1 million niggas. But at the end of the day, bitch, this was happening. Cause this how we got to where we at. We gotta keep on moving. You gonna get with it or get lost. Come and try to ride this wave cause you see shit popping, bitch. This was happening.
Right. But people who don't know what that M tray for.
Magnolia, third wall.
How many tracks you got on there?
Shit, I got 8 on there.
8?
Yeah,
and
bitch
2
dope.
features.
2 features. Album go crazy, bro. Like, album go crazy. Like, when I did that album, I was going through some shit that I'm going through now.
That we talked about, like, kind of touched on?
Yeah, the shit, and that's scary. That's scary to do an album and all that shit that's going on now.
Still living it.
No, it's not. It was, the shit that's going on now was going on when I was doing the album, but I didn't even notice it. But I was feeling it. That's why I say I know certain things like God. Like, I'm really like God. Like, people tell me, like, I remind them of Job. I ain't know who Job was. I don't know about the Bible like that. I know about it now. I'm just saying back in the game, I had to read on it.
Right, nah, that's strong. That's
Yeah,
strong
I'm
right
different,
there.
bro. That's why, listen, bro, I'm different, bro. Like,
You wouldn't
different, bro.
You wouldn't label yourself a religious dude, but you're more like a spiritual cat for sure, though. You would say that.
I ain't no spiritual cat. I ain't no religion. I'm Russell. I'm Magnolia Chop. Whatever y'all want to call me. No, and we ain't judging nobody. I'm just telling you I'm different. I'm different, bro. I know a lot of shit, bro.
Hey, nah, nigga. Hey, when you make your music, you feel that heartfelt shit in there, Chop.
That be
You know
the
what I mean?
spirit.
You
That be
feel
the
it,
spirit.
you
That
feel
be
it.
the spirit of it, whoa.
That's why I say it's spiritual.
Nah, it ain't spiritual. That's my spirit. I don't know if it's spiritual. That's my spirit.
That's a form of
Spirit,
what mean-
spiritual.
You gotta understand what I'm saying. Pay attention.
Listen.
Real talk, bro.
Nah, nigga, fuck with you, Chop, my niggas.
I'm telling you, bro, when you play this shit back and understand what I'm saying, because there's a lot of really cap out here. And niggas ain't really standing on business because they won't talk about the highlights and they ain't talking about the struggle. So that's why that shit just ain't making no sense and making no money. And niggas just keep praising niggas that got money, but they can't get up out this shit because they keep on talking about that shit. You gotta talk about that shit you going through. My partner Mozzie, he from Sacramento, he told me, he said, Chop, you gotta embrace that shit. It's a beautiful struggle. He made the song. We was in LA one night, bowling, riding through the bitty, and that nigga said it's a beautiful struggle, man. Shout out to Mozzie, man.
Hey, nah, I get that because when you refer
We
to
was just locked up. We was talking about some shit. We sitting in the restaurant. We ordering food and shit. And he was like, yeah, blood. Woot the woo, woot the woo. And I was like, woot the woo. And he was like, damn. And he was like, that nigga went through the same thing I went through.
Right, and I don't know it was a coincidence that this shit happened, but when we started in the beginning, you explaining yourself like, man, I've been coming like that, and you had name Ride Wade, and now we talking about the struggle, like nigga got to get that shit out there. That's his shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, and that's why he made millions on that shit. Well,
Fact.
that other
You see
shit
what I'm
gon-
saying, man?
that
Yeah, I
other
know.
shit.
That's
Listen,
how he talk. He talk pain music.
that other shit gonna last for a few years.
But it's
That shit ain't no Michael
it's
Jackson.
gonna
That's
fizzle
not a
away.
Michael Jackson.
It's
That's
not
not a.
timeless.
That's
It's
not
not
a time.
timeless.
It's not a Michael Jackson. It's not a. It's not no Beyonce. That's not a. That's not none of them. That's not a Tupac. That's not a Beatles. That's not no. That's not them type of people, man. That's not no Katy Perry. That's not them type of people. That shit just cap. That's that shit that just happened for the moment, and that shit just keep the world going around. You hear me?
Chop, you know you're gonna work off your music for the rest of your life, bro?
Yeah,
Do you really know that?
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Because for the have, like, I'm in love with a juvie and all that kind of stuff way back then and all the way up to the day, people still bumping it as if, like, it just came out type of vibe, meaning, like, they do the same reactions to it from when it first came out. That's timeless music, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to make.
Before I
you know
leave,
what I'm saying?
listen, bro. Before I leave this bitch, bro, I'm gonna give me a Grammy. You hear me? If it's 1 or 2, I'm gonna get it.
Speak it.
You hear me, bro?
Facts.
I'm gonna give me a Grammy, bro. I promise you, man, on my life. Get a Grammy, bro.
Yeah, and you work with so many artists.
And we ain't
too.
even tripping on no Grammy. But if that's the status to music, we gonna get it. I got kids to raise. They need that legacy. Whoa. Got babies to raise, man.
And you got the talent for that, my nigga.
We gonna get us a Grammy before we leave this bitch.
Right.
No cap.
No cap. Hey, listen. Hey,
No
dog.
bap, bitch.
Yeah, no
Hey.
bad, but you can't say how.
I mean, we can say what we want to say.
Hey.
We cool with the C's and the B's. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The
Big B's and a few C's, huh?
nigga.
No.
Damn, y'all niggas make me forget what the fuck about that.
For real, well. Shit's so real.
No. I was about to say, it is so real. And you like, man, because the pain and shit that you saying when you reference Rod Wade, you could feel it, bro. Ain't no nigga telling no niggas about
He
no
went
song.
through. He went through it. He went through it.
Man, when you made that song that I told you about in the can, niggas ain't referencing.
Oh, folk, I made that shit in 2003.
That's when I was in the can. But nobody ain't too many niggas referencing a song that they got from 2003, 2004. You see what I'm saying? That's the pain and heartfelt shit meaning talking about.
You
that.
gotta realize
feel that
everybody not gonna be happy. Everybody not gonna be sad. So you gotta just like get in between it. You know, you gotta be in between it. So Rod Wade, he did his thing because he was talking about that shit that was going on. Cause
It's heartfelt.
see, that's what I'm telling you. I can feel certain shit as the world was transitioning to a different altitude of the world. He was right there in that bag, beating them up because it was, that's why we had Corona. We had all this different type of shit that was going down, and the world was just changing, And then niggas ain't see that.
And he was in the pocket of that.
He was in the pocket of all that
transition,
shit.
right?
He was in the pocket of all that shit. Niggas migrating, everybody just, niggas dying, niggas just, it was sad.
Right.
It was sad, bro.
Chop, when we hit you up to do the podcast, and I know like a lot of people anticipating like what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that. Is it something, man, that you wanted to cover that we ain't covered before we get out this bitch? It's on you, brother.
Shit, man, when a nigga see me, put some respect on my motherfucking name. That's all I ask of you.
That's earned, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You earned
But
that,
like I said, they got these rumors and they spread generation to generation when they curse you and they try to belittle you and they try to throw you in this frame and paint this perfect picture in this look. You can't even see it, but certain people believe certain things, and the things people believe can overpower the truth.
That's true.
Nah, real shit.
And that shit become detrimental, blood.
And I want you to know, big brother, it's all love with us. And sometimes, like I say, man, we know you, we up in age, so we know some of the beginning. You know what I'm saying? MEANA know more than me about you. He's seen your shit from the beginning. So it's all love with us. So and then sometimes, bro.
Rest in peace, Josephine Johnny.
Rest in peace, Josephine Johnny. And sometimes, we running the business and this shit get foggy to some people, but I don't want to know like them people like you to think that we forget about it, you know what I'm saying? But it's all love, but we running the business, so sometimes we got to tackle what we got to tackle. But I want you to know face to face, my nigga, me and MEANA fuck with you, brother. It's all love, and we ain't gonna never forget about
Real
you, nigga.
talk,
And that's
love
real.
you, love you, man.
Facts.
You know I fuck with you,
Know what I'm
guys.
saying?
You know me, I fuck with you.
Before we go, and you brought that up, I gotta bring that go back on that on Josephine Johnny, bro. Like y'all was like a dynamic dude, bro.
Yeah, we were.
You know what I'm saying?
With
the
the
tag
crazy-
team that y'all had, it was special. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
So we gotta
listen,
speak
bro.
on that, bro.
Man, Johnny was in the streets putting shit up, man. That music shit was just that shit we was doing, man. We was putting shit up, man.
Right?
Hey.
We was high as a kite, man.
Facts.
Like, we was in the streets, bro. That's what I'm telling you. We was in the streets, man. Shit was so real, it was over real. And niggas ain't understand when we pull up to the club, we spooking getting in the club, but as we coming out, we got a nigga going to get the car to pull up because we know we hot boys and we know when we coming on the block, niggas know we doing certain shit, We had a certain type of respect for ourselves, so you wasn't going to hear what we was doing because a nigga know if he talk about what we doing and then we find out, Johnny was going to go tend to that. That just was my partner, so whatever he was doing, I had to do it.
Hank used to be with y'all at that time?
Herc?
Herc, I mean, that's what I wanted to say.
Herc, Herc was in jail, and then one day Herc came home. Herc was home a few weeks and got killed, man.
Right.
And that shit hurt me the most, too. That's why I say I lost too many people in this shit.
Right.
Hurting people I love, so when niggas walk up to me and niggas just be going, and I be like, nigga, you want me to rewind this fucking film, bitch? Get the fuck, man.
Right. Everybody got a story to tell. Sometimes just some niggas, bro, it feel like mine just a little deeper than yours, you hear me? And we gonna roll like that, my nigga. Let the people know where to find you at.
We
bro.
everywhere, like I said, we everywhere like swimwear, man. And we still pimping, and we got hoes, and we gonna fuck a nigga bitch too.
Right.
Time on the trip.